Hello, and welcome to Nova Now, your connection to what's happening in Northern Virginia. I'm your host, Angelique LeBlanc. If you enjoy reading, you'll want to check out Fall for the Book, a week-long festival for book lovers of all ages that celebrates reading and literacy by bringing some of the biggest names in publishing to the area. And here to talk about Fall for the Book are Bill Miller and Kara Oakleaf. Thank you so much for being here.
Thanks for having us.
Sure. So can you tell us all about Fall for the Book, and specifically what exactly is a literary festival?
Well, a literary festival is a cavalcade of writers talking about their work, and in our case, we keep things in a kind of intimate setting so that every writer will autograph, will talk to readers. There's none of this sort of like, can't touch the writer, can't get close to the writer. So it's an opportunity to actually sort of mix and mingle with writers. And we have some receptions, VIP receptions and others, where you actually get to sort of, put your arm around the writer's shoulder and, get your picture taken.
Yeah. Could you take a selfie?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah. And we don't have him this year, but we had Stephen King, with people sitting there, arm around, taking selfies, Stephen King. It was great. It was a lot of fun. So, and that's the main thing. It's a lot of fun. Like you said in your intro, if you care about writing and reading, and you're into that at all, it's just a lot of fun.
And Fall for the Book started as a very small sort of festival when it first began. Can you tell us how the festival has grown over the years? I mean, now it takes over George Mason University, and there are events, pretty much all over Fairfax County.
Well, and even into DC and Maryland as
Awesome.
well, throughout the whole region. Let me do just a quick little history. We started in '98 as the observation by some civic leaders and the then president of the university, Alan Merton, that we had a high per capita income, a high socioeconomic status level in this area, but we didn't have anything like this kind of organized presentation of writers to that larger community to serve that kind of interest. So, trickle down from the president's office to me was, organize it and make it happen. And I've been involved with it ever since. Kara joined us 3 years ago as the festival manager, and she's the professional person. I'm in the English department. I teach there. I direct writing and teaching in the English department. But I sort of try to give a mastermind and direction to the whole thing and have been involved since the beginning. I think the sense that we're trying to reach out to people, it's a community outreach effort on the part of the university to bring to people this thing that is vital to our culture and to our understanding of each other and our knowledge of each other. For that reason, we are very multi-ethnic. We very purposefully try to bring very disparate parts of the community to the festival, both as the audience members and as the writers.
Very good. And you touched on this a little bit, that it really is a community event. Kara, can you go into some of the details about the events and maybe some of the authors that are visiting this year?
Sure, we have a really exciting lineup this year. Some of our headliners are Jodi Picoult. She has a new book coming out in October, and she's going to be here on September 12th as one of our headliners. Richard Russo is also going to be one of our headliners. He's speaking on September 17th. We also have a variety of other writers. There's over 150 authors speaking this year at the festival. We have our headline nonfiction writer is Eula Biss, who's a younger up-and-coming writer. She has a new book coming out about the vaccine controversy, which should be very interesting.
Very interesting, very provocative. I love that. And the authors sometimes receive awards. What are these awards for? Who gives them?
Well, one of our headline events, the Fairfax Prize, which is going to Richard Russo this year, is for literary excellence. The Mason Award, which is going to Jodi Picoult this year, is for bringing literature to a wide reading public. We have the Mary Roberts Rinehart Award, which is a newer award started by the Mary Roberts Rinehart Foundation that's recognizing a female writer of nonfiction. And we also have the Busboys and Poets Award, recognizing a poet, and that is going to Martine Espada this year.
Oh, very good. So I'm sure that there's a website that has all of this information, but are there other ways that people can find out information?
We have the traditional printed program. You can get them at the Fairfax libraries, but we'll even mail them to you if you get it. But on the website, of course, we have the detailed program. But this year, for the first time, we have a phone app, both platforms. And you can download it, and it is interactive. You can build your own schedule, you can search. I've been using mine this year when I'm emailing somebody an answer to a question. And I go, when exactly or where exactly? Because when you got 150 writers, 150 events, I can't keep all that in my head. And I can search. I mean, it's a searchable database. So we're really very thrilled to have that.
So that all sounds really interesting. What are some of the specific events that you guys are interested personally this year?
One thing I'm really excited about, since we're a week-long festival, we have a lot of events that happen on weekdays on campus that involve students and faculty at George Mason. But this year we have a big day on Saturday as well, on Saturday the 13th. We're having several author readings during the day on campus, as well as a book fair featuring some local publishers and authors, as well as local literary magazines. And we'll have food trucks out there, so it should be a very kind of fun, festive atmosphere on Saturday. We're looking forward to that a lot.
Okay, and Bill, you?
Well, in that context, at 7 o'clock that evening, we are unveiling the first book by a new organization called Stillhouse Press, which is a project to Fall for the Book to give the writers at Mason a chance to look at the publishing side of the industry.
So to get the, just an insider's look.
Exactly,
I don't
yeah.
know. That's great.
So it's going to be a small press run by the students, and this is the first book coming out. It's going to be fun.
Yeah. That's great. Thank you so much for being here. I'm sure we could talk so much more about 150 authors and events going on, but I really appreciate you guys taking the time to be here.
Thanks for having us.
For more information about this year's Fall for the Book Festival and a full schedule, visit fallforthebook.org or download the app. Thanks for watching Nova Now.